Alrighty, hello my beautiful baby bimbos and welcome to today's pick a card reading. Today we are going to be doing How Good Are You in Bed? So this is definitely a little bit of hype, but it's going to be more so focused around you and sexy time. So I'm very fucking excited for this, obviously. I'm going to point out the decks, but I'm also going to start with a mini meditation bodily check-in, so be sure to stick around for that. But if you want to skip ahead, feel free and go to pile number 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. Alrighty, and if you're sticking around for the meditation, we're going to go on ahead and get started with our 3 deep breaths. In through the nose for 4, 2, 3, 4, holding for 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and out for 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Another deep breath in through the nose for 4, 2, 3, 4, holding for 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and out for 8, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One more nice deep breath on your own time. Great job, everybody. Today we are going to start off with the mind. So let's do a little bit of a check-in with your mind and your attitude about yourself. How are you feeling about yourself today? What are some ways in which you could treat yourself better today? Could you eat a little bit healthier of food? Could you work out? Schedule a little bit of time to work out today? Could you be increasing your water take? Moving into your mind, how else are you feeling about the world today? More optimistic or pessimistic? And this can be as big as nationwide, worldwide, or as small as even just your coworkers in your office space or your classroom. Now I challenge you to change any of your pessimistic thoughts today into more optimistic ones. And allow thoughts to flow through your mind as we move through the rest of the body. Bring your attention back to your breathing. Take another deep breath in through your nose. And big sigh release through your mouth. Moving on to your face muscles, can you loosen those up for me today? And then down to your neck, can you move it in a circle? Very slowly and carefully moving it in a circle to one side, around, and now switch to the other side, moving it in a circle the opposite direction. I want you to start rolling your shoulders backwards. You can stop moving your head and focus solely on your shoulders now, really pushing them out and down. Up, out, and down. Now switching the directions, rolling your shoulders the opposite way. Now taking your arms, I want you to move them from your sides to up above your head. Nice big circle, holding it above your head, stretching, stretching, stretching. Holding it up here, taking another nice deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. And release. One more time, we're gonna stretch it back upwards, upwards, upwards. Take another deep breath in through your nose, and as you release, I want you to drop your arms back down. Good job. Moving down to your back and your stomach. Are there any problem areas today that you could be stretching? If you're sitting down, feel free to do a seated stretch with me where you place your hand on your opposite knee and slightly pull your body that direction. Not too harsh, not trying to overextend our backs here. Just give them a little bit of a stretch. Make sure you're clenching those abs to give your lower body a lot better support system. Then we'll switch over to the other side. Still making sure to give your lower back that nice support, keeping your back nice and straight. One deep breath in here through your nose and out through your mouth. And releasing that stretch. Beautiful job. Moving down to your booty and your upper thighs. You can give them a nice little pet here. Make sure everything is loved. Taking another deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Moving down to the lower legs. We're gonna stretch one leg at a time. So starting with your most dominant leg, try to extend it as much as you possibly can. Give it a nice stretch here. If you're laying down, you can do both legs at once. Stretch, 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 stretch. Taking one nice deep breath in through your nose and out, releasing that stretch. Moving on to the next leg. Another nice deep stretch here. Stretch, 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 stretch that beautiful leg. Taking another nice deep breath in here through your nose and out through your mouth, releasing that stretch. Alrighty, we're gonna do one more big stretch right above our heads again, bringing it back up to center, stretching above your head, inhaling. Stretch, 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 and exhaling, releasing all of that tension. One more time, just for shits and giggles, bring it back up. Breathing in, nice deep breath, one of your deepest breaths here. Keep breathing in, keep breathing in. Hold it, stretching, 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 and release. Big sigh. Great job, you guys. If you're closing your eyes, you can start to blink them open. This is a great time to not only select your pile, but make sure that you are grabbing your water, okay? We're staying hydrated. I will give y'all a moment to choose, and just as a reminder, this is pile number 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Y'all will still have a minute here, so feel free to take your time. Alrighty, let's go on ahead and get started with pile number 1. Woohoo! Alright, for my beautiful pile number 1, if you chose this labradorite, which thank you all so much, I don't know what the fuck is on that, for helping me out with this crystal, I really appreciate it. Let's go on ahead and get right into your reading. So I feel like there's a lot to do here with like you being a very sexually appealing individual. I mean, clearly, like you clicked on this video, but it could be a lot to do with like your outfits that you choose to wear that might be a little bit more revealing. The way that you're able to go for new adventures, I'm hearing, and try new things in the bedroom is extremely, extremely attractive. I feel like you're also a very, very good sub energy, especially being represented here as the Lovers and the Punishment card. I feel like you guys are very, very good at being submissive, at kind of submitting to whatever like your partner kind of wants. You also are a little bit scandalous, so you might like to kind of start the fondling or like the sexual endeavors being in public a little bit, okay? So that doesn't necessarily mean having complete and utter public sex, which also some of you guys might be into. But it can literally just mean like you're in the club, you like to do a little bit of the grinding here and there, or you like to do a little bit more of PDA. So kissing in public, or even just touching, holding hands. It doesn't have to be full blown or anything. There's definitely a spectrum here. But for a lot of you, I definitely feel that kind of sense, that you like to kind of get the fire started like while you're out at the bar or while you're out at dinner. Not just that, but there's a big emphasis if you have like, okay, obviously there's a lot of ass in this, so I feel like there's a huge emphasis on your ass and that being super nice, you kind of being like out of this world because of the things that you're interested in. And that's not even a bad thing. I feel like it's a good thing because you get a lot more people interested in things that they never thought that they would be interested in before. With the King of Water here too, I definitely get the sense that you like to, I mean, especially when paired with like this sort of down-to-earth energy, I definitely get the sense that you are very down to earth of an individual. You also, yeah, it's like eating the forbidden fruit whenever tasting you. Like a lot of people talk about how like, especially if they slept with you before, you know, obviously, which you're here for that reason. But, I feel like a lot of people, you get them talking. Even if you haven't slept with people before, like you definitely get a lot of people talking, and after you sleep with them, like they are definitely going to be sharing those adventures with their friends and stuff. Because even if you haven't slept with anybody, you probably do a lot of research in like the porn realm, which again is not a great comparison to like everyday sex, but it's a great comparison to find new things that you might be interested in trying, like riding it backwards or a little bit of punishment here. I see some like whip kind of action, some flogging action here. So, which I fucking hate the word flog. I don't know where it comes from, but I don't like it and I want to change it because I just think that's the least sexy word in the world. Flog. Okay, anyways. But I definitely see a lot of booty here. Like there's a huge emphasis on you having a really, really nice ass. You being this like ethereal kind of being, especially being represented as a sun card here. I'll give you like a really good look at this. Isn't that beautiful? Like she's flying out of this world with like these wings. I feel like, again, you're just out of this world. You're so above and beyond in the bedroom that it's extremely unexpected for people. And getting to sleep with you is like tasting the divine tempted fruit. Like you're very, very, very tempting to a lot of people. And again, I'm getting this sense of really good aftercare, or not even aftercare, but it feels like the beforehand, the conversation, the build up to the sexy time is really, really fucking good. I feel like you are highly intelligent, very intuitive, but also very grounded and a really, really, really good listener. A lot of people love you because you listen. And I feel like that shows up in the bedroom because you try things that people mention very briefly. Like somebody might be like, oh yeah, like I really like being blindfolded, but I don't get that very frequently, because you can see this guy's kind of like looking away from this girl, like grabbing onto his junk there. Or you maybe can't see it, it's pretty far. But I just feel like you hear these things, like these little mentions of like, oh, blindfolded, okay, and then you're like, next thing you know, you're covering up your person's eyes in the bedroom and they're like, whoa, I didn't even think that you heard me say that. Like it's very surprising. I feel like the element of surprise is really, really big for you in the bedroom, and that's what a lot of people like. Also, yeah, like the expose, you could like to take your clothes off at a very slow rate. Ooh, throat chakra blockages. You might not be very good at dirty talking in the bedroom, so that could definitely be something to look into that you could improve on. And I'm not even saying like, oh, you're not good at it. You might be good at it, but I'm saying like, it's more so that maybe you don't do it so frequently, because I got throat chakra blockages there, and so that feels like not speaking the truth in the bedroom is kind of like my interpretation of that. And that being said is like not really dirty talking essentially. And so I feel like you could definitely get more into dirty talking. I feel like you would naturally be very good at it, but I understand the sense of like not her being like nervous to get into it, because it's kind of like a weird thing at first, you know. I'm definitely still improving. There's definitely a lot of things that like pop into my mind that I'm like, oh, I probably shouldn't say that, but I definitely feel like that's my intuition kind of like popping in there and be like, maybe you should say that, you know, like maybe you should give that a try. So if that's what you've been feeling like in the bedroom, is like you want to get into dirty talking but you're not really sure how, just kind of start saying whatever comes to your mind, and like if you don't like that, then you don't like that and you don't say it again. But then it helps you learn more, and then it's like, okay, yeah, we're just gonna keep dirty talking here, keeping our shit moving, okay? I'm gonna pull two of these for you guys. We have Doja Cat And Beyonce, no last name needed. Fuck yeah, she's so well known. And I feel like, again, that's you in the bedroom. Like, you're a very well-known individual. You keep your shit moving, right, kitty? And Doja Cat's here, so that's really funny that Ghost came out. Juicy ass. Oh my god, I completely forgot about that. So that's really fucking funny because there's a huge emphasis on your ass here. I feel like your ass has a lot of people talking. Like, your ass is famous. Like, literally. Great dancer, addictive. Exactly, like tasting that forbidden fruit. Once they get a taste of it, they cannot get enough of it. Tell it like you mean it. Specific and honest. Yeah, I feel like, again, when it comes to discussion in the bedroom, like, you're very open, you're very honest, you're open to trying new things again. So I feel like it's really easy for you to talk about that. But that's why the throat chakras came in, the throat chakra blockages came in for the dirty talking, because I feel like that's definitely something you could agree on, which is actually a song by Doja Cat too. Is baby, when I'm talking to you. Yeah, when you talk like that, I'll be in my bed. I'll be in my bed, oh baby. I'll be in my bed, oh, when you talk like that. Ow! Oh my god, yeah. So with the Beyonce one, we have fierce, a queen. So you're definitely like queen, king energy, doesn't matter your gender here. You just like really emanate this beautiful, beautiful aura that everybody wants a piece of, you know, that not a lot of people can get to either, was what I just heard. So you could be demisexual, or if you're not even demisexual, it could just be very, very hard to sleep with you. Like, you have very heightened standards, very, very, very high standards, as you fucking should, okay, bitches? We're not here to sleep with the crusty dusties and the musties of the world, okay? Because I believe that, like, sex is a really big energy exchange. And so, you know, which is fine. Like, sometimes, like, fuck it up, you know, sleep with whoever the fuck you want to sleep with. But ultimately, just keep that in mind, that it's better to keep your shit moving and your standards high, so then you're sleeping with the people that actually fucking deserve it, you know? We have partition here, so car sex, quickies. You might be into a lot of quickies, or like just a lot of scandalous, especially with this public sex here. That could be car sex. So in the back of the Uber or in the back of the cab, you guys start like really getting into it, really getting frisky kind of business. Oh my god, I'm literally hearing this news article about this couple that in Florida, they were drunk driving on their bicycles, and the cops pulled them over. They put them in the back of the cop car, and then as they were loading the bikes into the trunk of the cop car, the couple started fucking in the back seat of the cop car. And of course, this is Florida, so they can post about these kind of things that happen. So isn't that just wild? I feel like that's definitely like some sort of like a fantasy for you. Again, it could be like dressing room sex, or like sex in the restaurant that you might be wanting to get a little freaky deaky with, or in the movie theater, just like scandalous things like that, which obviously you guys be cautious of your surroundings, I must say that, but public sex I think is so freaky deaky and so fun. So you guys could definitely be into that, no shame here. We have wine and dine, exactly what I was talking about with the conversation, because I corrected myself. I was like, the aftercare is good, sure. I feel like that's just like more of a very, very minuscule detail. It's more of the before care, like the build up to the sex, the wine and dines, where the conversation is had. You guys are a very good listener, and that's super fucking sexy to people. We have, I could paint you, your body is so beautiful. Exactly. And that's that damn booty. Like, everybody wants a piece of that booty, okay? I want to peel your clothes off slowly. Yes. I don't know that I saw this necessarily, but that's definitely a vibe. I feel like, again, this kind of goes hand in hand with your body. People really, really like to see the way that things fit on your body. So I'm seeing like thongs, that literally genderless, like anybody can fucking wear a thong. I'm definitely getting like thong vibes from this. I mean, obviously if you have like a penis, like, you know, thong might not be, like, just make sure that there's enough space in the front, obviously, for you there, because I know like with a lot more of the lacy thongs, like, they're like Victoria's Secret's what I'm seeing, like those ones are more like built for vaginas, you know, where there's not a lot of space in the front there. So it's really, really important to make sure that if you're getting a thong, you can't necessarily try them on, but try to keep that in mind just so that way you guys don't like end up buying a thong that doesn't fit, okay? Because I've had that many a fucking time. Oh my god, the shit is so fucking uncomfortable too, the way it rides up your fucking ass. Okay, anyways. Scream my name. Yes. Oh my god. So again, I feel like there's a huge emphasis on here on you really getting more into dirty talk, because I feel like you have a very nice voice too that people want to hear in the bedroom. People want to hear you screaming their name. People want to hear you like really just like getting yourself off to them, you know, like, and screaming their name doesn't have to be like their specific name. It can literally be like daddy, mommy, baby, like, you know, I was gonna say little girl, little boy kind of vibes. Love your innocence, time to corrupt. That's really fucking funny. So yeah, a lot of people like want to corrupt your innocence. I feel like you put up this facade almost of innocence, because you know that you're sexy. You know that you got this shit going on for you. You know that you're this beautiful sub that's a really, really good listener, that's super innocent. But like the second that they get you in the bedroom, it's like a whole other story. It's like you become a different person essentially. And a lot of people like feel like they want to corrupt your innocence. So you could be into like the schoolgirl kind of vibes, like professor schoolgirl kind of vibes, just kind of stuff like that, where it's a little bit scandalous, but like, or like just playing the virgin. What's that song? Confident by Justin Bieber, where he says, said it's her first time, oh yeah, I think she might have lied. Feels so good, damn, oh yeah, and I don't know why, I'm addicted, oh yeah, oh, addicted, exactly, something like a habit. That's definitely the vibes here. Like, you guys are super fucking addicting. I feel like everybody wants a piece of you, but again, you guys have such high standards that not everybody's gonna get a piece of you. And yeah, okay, so I just pulled up Love Radio, and the song that came up for you guys is Kill Shot, the slowed plus reverb version, which obviously is actually my favorite version of it, by Magdalena Bay. This song is so fucking hot. This is totally like a fuck song, you know? But she says, oh God, can you make my heart stop? Hit me with your kill shot, baby. I mean, it's so serious. God, exactly. And I feel like that's definitely the vibe for you guys, where it's like, hit me with your kill shot, like take me down, bitch, you know? That's kind of like the energy here, and I'm definitely getting like a little bit of chills here, because you guys are just like so ethereal. Like, whenever people sleep with you, it doesn't feel real. You might like to be like a little bit of a fuck toy, like a little bit of a sex doll here and there too, and that's definitely just like the innocence. Like, again, like with the confident, you might be like lying about the fact that it's your first time, or just kind of some like shit like that, or like pretending like it's your first time when in reality we all know that you've been through the ringer. But I feel like that's what's like the most sexy about this, is that like people don't know for sure. Like, you could be because you look like that, but you're also way too damn good in the bedroom. And that could even be like, it's your first time, yes, but again, you've done your research. You've been like watching the porn, you've been watching Sexplanations. I'm here listening to me, listening to some Dan Savage, you know, whatever the fuck is like giving you the most information, but you're learning about sex. And I feel like you're just gonna be a natural at it because of how much you've learned. I was told that I was a natural in the bedroom, but I was like, natural, okay. I've been researching this shit for years now. But let's go on ahead and keep this shit moving. We'll get one more song. Yes, What I Need by Kehlani. And even the fucking, you see this? Like, yes. You could even be like a feminine that like attracts submissive females too, because you can see the way that Hayley Kiyoko is like sitting in the back, and then she has this like woman like kicking it up here just looking at her. Oh my god, that's so hot. But yeah, What I Need by Hayley Kiyoko featuring Kehlani. Tell me that it's yours, no. Now who you do it for, no. Need you to be sure, no. Yeah. Need you to be sure. Exactly, like you kind of like want people that are like sure whenever they date you. I'm sorry if you guys ever hear me just like singing in the background, it's literally just because I'm gathering the messages. Like, that's how my brain kind of like processes the songs. Some people are like, your singing is so fucking annoying, like just get a song. And I'm like, get the fuck off my channel then, like, or skip this part. I always put it at the end for a reason. But but like I have to sing in order to get the messages. Like, I don't mean to be annoying you guys, obviously, but yeah. Yeah, you're broke. No, I can't fix you. I won't. No, I won't diss you, but baby, I might miss you. You might attract a lot of like broken individuals too, but straight up, like, you're not supposed to fix them. So that's definitely okay if you want to keep your shit moving. Like, you might like to just like sleep with people and then kind of, okay, goodbye, you know, vibes. Like, you're not really one to, I don't know, like, stick around and like try to help and try to fix people, because you're your own bitch, you know, like, you got to keep your shit moving. You have your own shit to focus on, and sometimes, you know, if you want to use people as little sacks of meat, sometimes they like to be used as sacks of meat, sometimes they don't, but I feel like that might be your energy. Or again, if you're demisexual, then you just have incredibly high standards, and that's okay, because if you find somebody that's broken, you're not gonna be the one to fix them, you know, like, you don't want to fucking fix them. You want to find somebody that's already fixed, because you're already a fixed bitch. You have your shit going on for you, and you want somebody that can equal that too. Yes, you guys literally just have this beautiful, fierce ass energy, so I'm fucking here for it. These are the messages that I got for y'all today, my beautiful pile number one. Let me know what you guys think about these shorter readings, if you like them, if you don't like them, if you like that I got the messages beforehand, if you didn't like that. I really want to build this channel around you, my beautiful baby bimbos, so let me know for sure in the comments. Oh my gosh, but I just love you all so fucking much from the bottom of my titty heart. I'm praying that this brought you some clarity, and I'll see you very, very soon, okay? Bye! Hello to my beautiful pile number two. If you chose this crystal, this is going to be your reading for how good are you in bed. And right off the fucking bat, we're starting with an incredible note here, because I'm getting, especially with this Empress card, look at this shit, okay? This person is literally falling to her fucking feet, okay? And this is a genderless reading, so obviously take things how it resonates. But I feel like a lot of people fall to your fucking feet because they are just so enamored. They're just so in love with you. And like, I feel like especially that pussy got, or that dick got people falling in love with you. Like, that's the message that's coming to my mind. I feel like you're a very balanced individual. You have a lot going for you. I'm hearing career-wise, looks-wise, like body-wise, like literally fucking everything is basically going for you, and a lot of people are attracted to you because of that. I'm also hearing like you could literally be in pornos because like, or OnlyFans, like you guys are super fucking attractive. And again, it does not matter your body type here, does not matter what the fuck you look like. People just want to see that fucking body, okay? People love your body just how it is, and you make a lot of people fall to your feet literally directly after sleeping with them. So that could mean a lot of people are falling in love with you. A lot of people are thinking about you, especially from your past. And I'm getting that a lot of people compare you to like even partners that they have now because of how good you were in the bedroom. With the Hermit card here, you definitely bring out like this beast side of people that maybe they never saw before. And I feel like that's what's the most like attractive about you, is that you really, really bring out these kind of sides that are hidden to people. Again, sides that people maybe don't feel comfortable expressing, but whenever they're around you, they feel like unbelievably comfortable. Like, it's just like, whoa, I didn't know that I could do this, or that I wanted to do that, you know? I'm seeing like you could get people like ultra fucking wet, or like super excited, like a lot of pre-ejaculation, a lot of pre-cum. With the King of Air here too, you might like just attract a lot of people that like find your intelligence incredibly hot, like your sapiosexualness. With the mirror here, like Three of Earth too, these people are like having sex in the mirror. So I feel like, again, a lot of people just want to like record you or film you or like watch themselves fucking you, because it literally looks like a porno. Like, it looks like it could be that fucking good that it could be online. There's a lot of emphasis with like water here too, especially with the Temperance and the showering card. So you could like to shower a lot or have sex in the shower a lot. You could like people kind of like watching you from afar too as you shower, which just looks very menacing, but that's definitely not the vibe that I'm getting. With the Five of Fire here too, I'm getting like you just have a lot of people, like men, women, theys, everybody in between, like that want to sleep with you. Like, it doesn't matter what your gender or what your sexuality is. I feel like a lot of people are highly attracted to you and like actually want to get a piece of that ass, okay? A piece of that. And they definitely want to show you off to other people. So like they like arm candy, I'm hearing. They might like to like take you out, show you off, or take a lot of pictures with you. I'm hearing the song Jealous by Kehlani. Yeah, why you always taking pics with me, hold me close around the waist. I think this take pics with me, duh, okay? But that's kind of like the vibe. Like, people like to take pictures with you. People like to see that body, and yeah, just be cautious of that. Like, especially if you don't want that happening, make sure that you set very clear boundaries. Like, please don't record me, you know, please don't take videos of me. Like, I know that I'm a hot bitch and I got a lot going on here, but like, if I want to make money off of that, I'm going to make fucking money off of that. Because, like, clearly you don't need the partners for this. Like, the partners are the ones that are wanting to, like, kind of, you know, like, post to you. Like, clearly you don't need the fucking partners because you are the star of the show, I'm getting. And, I said partners, too. So you could be polyamorous. Doesn't have to be. Again, some people are like, no, I'm not polyamorous. And it's like, bitch, okay, take the messages and leave the rest. Like, I'm not going to be able to say everything. This is a general reading. So, but yeah, you could be into polyamory. You could also be into like a little bit of like mystery too. So kind of like, hiding your face is like really prevalent in this. So that could be blindfolding. Again, it could be, having your eyes blindfolded, or if you are in video, it could be like leaving your face kind of like out of it and just showing more of your body, which is really interesting. But yeah, people definitely want to show off like whenever they're with you. Wow, we have Megan Fox and Drake. Okay, interesting pair. Let's see what we got here. So with Megan Fox, sex goddess, daddy kink, seeking ultimate soulmate, emerald, and freak in the streets and in the sheets, not gonna lie. True, yeah, so you guys could be very freaky deaky. Like, again, like, you're just very public about your body. Like, the last pal was a little bit more innocent. This one, I mean, they definitely like showed up and showed off, you know, but I feel like in like that pal was a lot more innocent. This one, like, y'all know that you're a freak. Y'all know, like, I'm hearing Freak by Nicki Minaj too. I can lick it, I can ride it while you slipping and slide it. I can do all them little tricks out with the dick up inside it. I still am learning that song, but that's definitely the fucking vibes. Like, super freak, bitch. You're definitely a super freak, and you know how to do like all these little tricks in the bedroom, and I feel like that's what makes people want to like record you, because they're like, what the fuck? I've never seen some shit like this before. But you're ultimately like seeking your ultimate soulmate, you know, or like somebody that you can have a lot of fun with sexually is what I'm hearing. Like somebody that's as sexually free as you are. And yeah, got the mirror on the ceiling. You guys might like to put like the mirror on the ceiling. That was really fucking bad, but the vocals are off today, but it's fine. I was like screaming all last night, so it makes a lot of sense. But sex goddess is here, so a lot of people definitely see you as like this beautiful, beautiful sex god or goddess. A lot of people want to fucking sleep with you. A lot of people hear about sleeping with you. A lot of people fall in love with you after sleeping with you, because I feel like there's a lot to do with like mirroring like the tantra or like sex magic. You might perform sex magic. You might do a lot of subliminals to have people like falling head over heels for you. I did the guys all over you subliminal one fucking time. Don't recommend it. I mean, I do, like, especially if you are kind of like craving that attention, but like, my fucking god, you guys, after using it, I had like so many people literally asking me for my number when I was working, and I had on like this crusty ass uniform, no fucking makeup on, and somebody asked for my phone number. I went out on a bike thing. I had like crusty ass bike shorts on, no makeup on. Somebody asked for my phone number. I literally, that was like all in the span of 1 week too, after using that subliminal. So if you're like looking for that kind of attention, I mean, fucking go for it. The guys all over you subliminal. But if you're not, then maybe like leave that shit alone, because yeah, you guys like naturally kind of have guys all over you, women all over you. Again, it does not fucking matter the gender. I feel like everybody and their mama is attracted to you. Like literally fucking everybody is attracted to you. We also have Drake. So extremely respectful, generous, best I ever had, and powerful controller. Okay, yeah, so you guys could actually be more of the dominant or like more of my switchy bitches in this pile, which is a lot different from the last pile, even though we do have daddy kink here. So some of you guys could be the subs that are more into like the DDLG or daddy kink, even just saying daddy in the bedroom. Doesn't have to be the full-on DDLG. Or on the latter half of things, you guys could be a switch and you could like to go between the controller and kind of like the submissive person. But definitely the best I ever had is here. And with the Empress, that is such a fucking vibe, okay? Because I feel like a lot of people like miss your puss, miss your dick. Like literally they miss it the second that they're away from it. And I feel like you definitely are the best that a lot of people have ever had. Woo! My body tells me no, but I won't quit. Yeah, exactly, because I want more. I feel like, and fuck my face, that's really funny. So a lot of people like just cannot get over you, and especially whenever you're like out in public, I'm seeing like you might be dancing at a club, people like literally can't stay away from you. And like even exes and stuff, you might have them like frequently coming back to you, or again just like comparing you and your sex to like the partners that they have right now, because they just like they can't quit you. Like you're literally super addictive, kind of like the previous pile. Also, my baby bimbos out here, woo, y'all get people going, and we love to fucking see it. We also have fuck my face, so like that can literally be like riding somebody's face, like sitting on their face, or that can be like dick in their mouth, kind of like penetrating their mouth rather than any other portion of their body. So that's super fucking hot. So again, this gives me more switchy bitch vibes, because especially if you're getting on top fucking somebody's face, then that's telling me you might be a little bit more of a switchy bitch. I want to cuff, suck, crush, and arrest you. Now I want your cum. That's Come by Who Killed XIX. This one is My Body by Young the Giant. But that's definitely fucking, oh my god, so hot. Whoever the fuck, I'm definitely getting switchy bitch, because not only do we have the fuck my face here, but then the next one is I want to cuff, suck, crush, and arrest you. So like, you definitely want to like suck people off and like cuff them and crush them and arrest them, you know, kind of vibes. But maybe you also want to be cuffed and sucked and crushed and arrested, you know. So kind of again depends, but I'm definitely getting the vibes that like you're switching between them, because I keep flip-flopping. I can't tell the difference in this pile, whereas the last one felt very, very submissive. Grind on me, I want to feel you up against me. Whew. Yes, definitely. So people definitely want to like see you out. They want to see you dancing with them at the bar. That ass is so fat, let me smack it. Yeah, so people are definitely into that booty in this pile as well. They definitely want to smack your booty around a bit. I almost said you around a bit too. So you could be into like a little bit of like the light face hitting or titty smacking to ass smacking, ass grabbing. But definitely a lot of grinding here. So there could be a lot of like grinding as like foreplay, over the clothes, without clothes. At the bar, when you're dancing, like it doesn't really fucking matter. Like people just love to see you grind on me. Exactly. And yeah, just get fucking wet too, I'm hearing. So that could literally be like not only showering, but I totally forgot this interpretation, but like literally just getting wet. Like people love to make you wet. Oh my god, you could be a squirter as well. People could like to make you squirt. I feel like squirting is a lot more possible for a lot of people than they even recognize. But the thing is it takes very interesting techniques in order to get somebody to squirt, because you have to do like this, to do a little bit of a come here action on the G spot, but then simultaneously your hand has to be like pressing on top of the uterus and kind of like pushing like this, like on top of your stomach area, like so not within your vagina, but on top of your vagina, and then this one's inside, doing like this motion on the G spot, and then you're kind of like pushing and pressing. Oh, sorry, my stomach is growling too. You could be into food play in the bedroom also. A lot of random shit kind of coming out here, but I feel like you might like to switch it up, kind of have like little bits here and there. Definitely very kinky, highly kinky, which obviously I fucking love that for this pile. But yes, that's absolutely beautiful. Let's keep moving to Love Radio. I just wanted to give that like little tutorial, because so many people like they're squirting like all over the internet, right? Like on porn and everywhere. But the thing is that you never get to see like the actual build up to that squirting. Like obviously some people are just like really good at like naturally squirting, but there's a lot of effort and a lot of work that goes into that. And Sexplanations does a great video here on YouTube, more in-depth tutorial on squirting and kind of what it is, because it's not urine that comes out, but the sensation is similar to you having to pee, like right before you're about to squirt. It's similar to you having to go pee. And so it feels like you're kind of like peeing, but in reality, it's actually not coming from your urethra whatsoever. So it's not urine. It's coming from your vaginal canal. So that's super fucking interesting, to me at least. It's like a clear fluid that's coming out of your coochie. Let's go on ahead and shuffle. Oh my fucking God. I literally shuffled. Did I not say this one for this pile? Jealous by Kehlani. Love Radio Volume 2 and Jealous by Kehlani came up. Yeah. Why are you always taking pics with me? Hold me close around my waist. I kind of forget what she said. Oh, why are you always taking risks with me? Hold me close by my waist. Take pics with me. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you stay taking pictures just to show them to your bitches, so you can make them jealous. So now I gotta do this. Yeah, exactly. Because a lot of people want to fucking film you. Like a lot of people like want to see you like on the fucking Pornhub. And so of course people want to be like taking pictures with you. But you can't be taking pictures with all these motherfuckers because that's giving away like a lot of your energy as well, you know. And a lot of people are gonna try to get your attention. A lot of people want your time. You might be settling for less than what you actually fucking deserve here too. And so this could be your little slap on the wrist, okay, to really reevaluate what it is that you want in the bedroom, what it is that you're looking for in the bedroom, and heighten those fucking standards. Heighten the fuck out of those standards, okay? Because I don't want none of my bimbo bitches sleeping with less than what they deserve, or like slipping either, you know? Because y'all are fly ass bitches. You literally make anybody and everybody fucking fall to their feet after you sleep with them, especially being the best these motherfuckers have ever had. So don't forget that. Don't be stooping to anybody's fucking level, because you are badass bimbo bitches. You rise above and beyond, and you deserve somebody that is going to meet you at that fucking level, okay? Let's go on ahead and get one more message for y'all today with the Love Radio. Where's my love? Okay, alternate version. So that could be like your vibe too. You're like, okay, dick witch, well then where the fuck is my love though? Like, where is my person that I'm supposed to be ended up with? Like, if you're talking all about this, if I'm heightening up my standards, I'm turning all these people down, where are they? And it's like, bitch, it's like stepping stones, okay? You have to turn down this person and this person and this person and then this person in order to get to this person, the person that you're actually wanting to end up with. And so if you're asking yourself like, where's my love, you know, or if you're like restricting yourself, like, because so many feminines out there, like straight up, like I know a lot of feminines out there masturbate, obviously a lot more nowadays, but there are still some feminines out there that like straight up won't like play with themselves or do any of that shit like without a partner. And it's like, this is your time to play with yourself. Like, this is your time to discover more of what you want in the bedroom. So then it only makes it easier for when you're sleeping with other partners to tell them, okay, go left, go north, take 40 paces to your right. Like, then you'll know like how to better instruct people. Then you'll know how to better treat yourself too. And also masturbating especially can call people like into you, can bring more love in, especially if you're giving that love to yourself and you're kind of filling up that space anyways with what you would naturally do with a partner. Then it's like easy peasy lemon squeezy, here you go. Here's the partner that's gonna fucking fill that space. Because again, you're kind of like not so focused on partner, but you're more so focused on pleasure, if that makes sense. So yes, my beautiful baby bimbos, these are the messages that I got for y'all today. I love you all so fucking much from the bottom of my titty heart. I'm praying that this brought you some clarity. Let me know how y'all like this faster paced reading. If you like it like this, me getting some of the messages kind of beforehand, what you do and don't like, be sure to comment that below, or if whatever resonated, because obviously I love to fucking hear it. But yes, I'm praying that this brought you some clarity, and I'll see y'all very, very soon, okay? Alrighty, hello to those of you who chose this beautiful crystal amethyst for pile number 3. Let's go on ahead and get started with your reading today. So, okay, I feel the need to mention that this pile feels very submissive again. So the last pile was a little bit more switchy. The first one was sub. This one feels sub again. However, I feel the need to mention that just in your everyday life, you are an incredibly powerful individual. I almost said enchantress. So I feel like you're very seductive. You draw people in. You might have this very like kind of succubus energy about yourself, which I literally just learned that I knew about the term, but I never knew what it meant the other day. And it's essentially like this demon woman that goes into people's dreams and like seduces men only to like kill them. And I feel like that's kind of like the vibe. Like you might be appearing in a lot of people's wet dreams, a lot of people's dreams about you. So definitely check out that video. But yeah, I'm seeing that you are just like naturally a very powerful individual and you're very alluring. You draw a lot of people in. I'm seeing a lot of strangers that like stare at you on the subways, on the trains, like wherever you're going throughout the day. People just like look at you. And I feel like a lot of it has to do with your confidence in yourself, the way that you dress yourself, the way that you carry yourself. I'm getting this attitude of grace about yourself, which obviously like this is all kind of like outside of the bedroom, but I feel like there's a lot of good buildup here. You have a lot of really good moves, a lot of good, yeah, graceful elements about yourself, because this person even looks like they're doing like a ballet kind of stance. So you could have a background in ballet. You don't have to. You could just be very flexible in the bedroom also, or just know how to move very gracefully from like one position to the next. Like you might be like making out on top of your person and then pulling them kind of like on top of you, like moving around, which that's not very, I guess that's like, you can still be a sub and like do that shit. I feel the need to mention because sometimes like people are like, oh my god, like that's not submissive, like me pulling the person, but it's like, you know what, fuck it, you just do whatever feels most natural. And I feel like there's a lot of people that like want to control you almost, and that can definitely be a reflection in your everyday life too when it comes to your career. Like you could want the power couple vibes, but then run into a lot of masculines, a lot of feminines that are trying to like end up controlling you, which that's not what you want. Okay, you want to be like a fuck toy, but you don't want to be fucked with, if that makes sense. Like that's literally what came into my mind. Like you want to be like a sub in the bedroom, but you want to be a dom in your everyday life, okay? And that is totally normal. Like I'm such a fucking sub in the bedroom, but I am a dominant queen, fierce ass bitch in my everyday life, okay? I got my shit going for me. I know that I got my shit going for me, and nobody's gonna try to fuck with that, okay? That's like the main message of this, and I feel like you guys definitely connect with that. I'm getting this like goddess, god type of energy like coming from you. Yeah, because this one picture, I'm gonna show this to you guys, but this one is so stunning. Look at these like mountain views in the background, and then just the way that like her hair has like these flowers flowing from it like into the water. I just think that this is such a stunning image. Like just in your everyday life, like people see you as a very goddess, godlike individual. You might have like a lot of like animals, plants around you, just like you're a very nurturing individual overall. And I feel like a lot of people see that in yourself and they love that about you. They love how nurturing you are, and they also just want to take care of you though, like in the bedroom. Wow, this is so fucking hot too. I'll kind of cover up her booty, but she's like slung over his shoulder, and I think that's so fucking hot. And again, this is genderless, so definitely just apply whatever resonates, but like, yeah, that is so hot. Okay. So also I feel the need to mention that like this pirate, like you have a very seductive face. There's something to do with like your eyes or like your lips, just something that really draws people in. You might be into subtle flirting too. Definitely look that up, because I'm trying to get all my baby bimbos into that shit. You guys can seduce the fuck out of people, or like subtle seducing. It's like something like that, but it's like little things that you can do to like seduce people that they don't even recognize that like you're doing. So that can literally be One of them is like sucking on a straw and like making eye contact with the person as you do that. Like, you know what the fuck is up, but they don't know that you know what you're doing. It's like innocent seduction. Like, that's what it is. I feel like that's the main message of this, is that like you guys are very, very fucking powerful, okay? You're powerful badass bitches just in your regular everyday life. You're goddess, godlike. A lot of people see just like your beauty and they definitely admire it. I feel like a lot of people want to take you down, like literally the second that they see you, but they know that they have to be respectful of you, because you're definitely just this big seductress. And there could be a couple furries here too, because I keep seeing animals and stuff, which again, we do not shame here. We do not kink shame. I'm not saying bestiality. Bestiality, I completely am against. That shit is so fucked up, you guys. Furries, on the other hand, dumb bitches are harmless, you know, like they just like to dress up like animals. Some people, it can even go as little as like having little cat ears in the bedroom, or having a tail butt plug, which some people are into. Oh my god, you guys, also I saw this butt plug that's a My Little Ponytail, and it's literally the most expensive thing in this sex shop that I go to. You guys know about it, Naughty Kitty, but it's encased in glass, because like that's how fancy and expensive it is. So I didn't know that like My Little Pony kinks could be so fucking expensive. But it's like $400 for like a tail, which I think is so crazy, a tail butt plug. But yeah, so you guys might be into that. I also saw a Hello Kitty butt plug. Hello, very fucking cute, very fucking hot. Let's get it. Hello Kitty, where you at? But not just that, okay? So if you guys aren't into furries, like obviously, or like ears or tails or any of that, just take whatever resonates. We have a very wide variety of an audience here. We're not kink shamers whatsoever here. We're very welcoming of everybody and everything. But that pushed aside, I feel like you guys are just very nurturing. I feel like you attract animals very well, and not even like attract them, you know? It's more just like you know how to like nurture them. You're very loving. A lot of like, even cats like you, and it's hard to get cats' attention, you know. We have this 5 of water card, so they're kind of like underwater together. There could be like some hot tub sex that you're really interested in, or like having sex in the pool, which I don't know how the fuck people do that. Maybe fucking in the ocean too could be your thing, but yeah, because there's a lot of emphasis on like being out in the water, just being very comfortable with your body just as is, and free flowing with your body, and not really letting other people's judgments or whatever the fuck of your body get to you. Okay, this one fell to my feet. I want you so fucking bad, cannot hold back any longer. Yes, exactly. People are literally just like so enamored by your beauty, and they just cannot hold back, honestly. Wow, we have some very classy figures here. So I definitely am getting that you guys, again, okay, so this one literally says classy in the streets and in the sheets. Like, I feel like you guys could be very classy. Like, of course you like to submit and maybe do a little bit of furry things here and there, maybe not. But overall, I feel like your lingerie, like the way that you dress yourself up, is very attractive, and it's very goddess-like. And a lot of people, like the clothes that you wear might be a little bit more concealing or a little bit more modest. A lot of dresses I'm seeing. You just like to really look good, okay? Classical romance, classy in the streets and in the sheets. I knew that was coming up. Upscale lingerie, exactly, and rose-scented perfume or lingerie. Yeah, so my hack for you guys too, if you like smelling like roses, is to actually get some rose-scented incense and put that in your little lingerie drawer. It just makes everything smell like roses, and it's so good. You could also do that with sachets. There are such things as sachets. They're little sacks of rose petals, of potpourri, that are normally scented with like lavender essential oils or geranium, rose, jasmine, like all of these different scents. So you can stick one of those in your lingerie drawer as well to make it smell equally as delicious. Kind of switch up the scents. You could do like a cinnamon scent for the winter, and then like a floral scent for the spring. Those kind of vibes, like just kind of switching it up, like making your lingerie smell really delicious depending on the season. I feel like it's just that much more of an added bonus. I'm also seeing like you guys might have really nice scented lotion actually that you put on, or massage oil that you guys could give massages before you have a little bit of like this romantic time. Because especially with the classical romance here, you guys really probably like to set the scene. And if you haven't been setting the scene, that might be something that actually you're interested in. So some roses, some rose petals on the bed, or candles lit even. It doesn't even have to be like every single time, but it can be like here and there, like you light some candles this time you have roses, this time you have a little bit of whipped cream and chocolate syrup on the sides. You guys can kind of play with that. This time you have a little bit of ice. It's just like these nice little teeny tiny like of kinks, you know, like a little of kink. What is that? Like a little flick of kink, a little pinch of kink. There we go. Here and there. You also got Timothée Chalamet. So sapiosexual, intelligent, travel, natural passion, and exude sex. Yeah, you guys definitely just like exude the sexual energy. It doesn't matter even if you're dressing like lavishly or classically, modestly, you still exude sex. And I feel like that only makes people want to like see what's underneath more, you know, like see what else is underneath there even more. Yeah, you could get a lot of people that are sapiosexual because I feel like you're a very intelligent individual, or you could be sapiosexual too, so you could be attracted, sexually attracted to people who are intelligent. So like the more that people like read books around you, or like look really fucking like work around you, like even like do homework or kind of like shit like that around you, like I feel like that really could turn you on. And you might have not even known that until this reading, you know, that you are sapiosexual, or that you are a very intelligent individual, and so you attract a lot of people that are attracted to you sexually because of your intelligence as well. I'm also seeing, yeah, just a huge emphasis on dancing here. So you guys could be very good dancers. You could be into, again, ballet keeps coming into my mind for some reason. So you could be like retired ballet or dancer, just very flexible overall in the bedroom. You like to move. You like to be very free-flowing. We have whip here, okay, yeah, or flog. So definitely don't get the one-stranded whip like I have featured here, because this is so hurtful. Definitely get a flog because they are way more comfortable, or a little paddle. But you guys definitely could be into whipping. I'm seeing this girl has some whip marks on her ass. There could be like a big emphasis on getting your ass kind of beat up. You could also be into love biting, I'm hearing, or like love bites on the ass. And there's just a lot of emphasis on booty, especially in this reading today. There's a lot of booty, a lot of emphasis on the ass, which I love. My baby bimbos are not only addictive, but they also got really nice asses. A lot of nice junk in the trunk, am I right, bitches? We also have let's get wet here. So yeah, people definitely like to get you wet, okay? Because this person is like literally floating in water, and here she's like standing in water. This one's in water. This one, is this one in water? Let me see. No, this one's an air card. So there's just like wind kind of blowing up her dress, almost like a little bit of a Marilyn Monroe moment. But overall, I feel like people really like to get you wet. So again, that could be like sex in the hot tub, sex in the pool, sex in the shower, sex in the bathtub, sex in the ocean. Could even just be literally getting you wet. They could like to have a lot of foreplay. There could be a huge emphasis on the foreplay, especially if you feel like because for the longest time there, you guys, this is like a bit personal, but I don't really give a fuck. Everything's fucking personal on this channel, okay? But for the longest fucking time there, I was struggling to get wet. And I was like, what the fuck is wrong with me? What's wrong with me? Like, why am I not getting wet? Like, what's going on with me? And it turns out that it was me a little bit, but it was mostly the partners that I was choosing, or the lack of foreplay in the beginning, because it does take a lot to get women turned on usually. That's not always true. I actually just saw a Dan Savage podcast the other day where he said that there was a woman that was actually struggling to not get super wet because there was a lack of friction there. So, but definitely a lot of women especially feel like, I mean, yeah, women with, people with vaginas, I should say, feel like they are struggling to get wet, okay? And that's definitely not all the time on the person with the vagina. Sometimes it's literally on the lack of foreplay, the lack of doing things that actually turn you on in the bedroom, or maybe that your mind is wandering too much. You have too many things going on in your mind and you need to kind of like set that shit aside and give yourself time to like have this beautiful sexy time. Sometimes it comes from like too many fucking quickies. Like some people literally have like sex for 7 minutes, like at a time, and that's okay, but sometimes that's not fully satisfying. Like sometimes you want to have longer sex, you know, like you don't want to get as turned on kind of or you don't want your partner to get as turned on, so then you can have longer amounts of sex, and then it gives your vagina time, your vulva time to warm up and start producing more of those fluids, more of those liquids. We also have Let Me Take Care of You. Okay, so Falling for You by 𝙂𝙀𝙾. Like I feel like there's a huge emphasis on like romance here. Like this is definitely probably my most romantic pile, like hopelessly romantic, especially with the Let Me Take Care of You. Yeah, another sub pile also. I definitely got the vibes. Just because you guys like really want to be taken care of. And again, that could be foreplay, but that can also mean aftercare as well, okay? So definitely this is a good thing to keep all these in mind, you know, with your partners and stuff. But people are definitely just so enamored by your beauty, by the way that they just want to like take you down. Like they might see, again, glimpses of like this little bit of a subby energy, like in your everyday life, and they want more of it. But you are such a dominant badass bitch that sometimes it's intimidating to approach you too, okay? So definitely keep that in mind. I'm gonna shuffle Love Radio Volume 1 and see what messages come up for y'all today. We have Break Even by The Script. Yes, you're definitely a fucking heartbreaker, okay? Because I feel like the second that people kind of like catch on and like start to like reveal their emotions, you're like kind of already on to the next person. You're like, okay, yeah, I'm done with this. You're taking too much of my fucking time. You keep your shit moving so very quickly, okay? And that's really fucking good. And you guys might be like, Dick Witch, what the fuck are you talking about? Like I'm still, you know, kind of waiting for so-and-so to come back. This is your sign to fuck them. Like literally fuck them. Like keep it moving, because you are my badass bitches that are here to attract a lot of people, and you do. I'm literally, again, seeing glances like from afar in public places, like on the planes, trains, and automobiles. Like it doesn't fucking matter. People are watching you and people want a piece of that. And it does not matter if you're more modest. People can see through that shit and they still want to kind of get to the bottom of it, if you know what I mean. But yeah, so it's definitely very important for you guys to be keeping your shit moving and not staying so stuck on specific people, because you bitches are way too fucking badass to cry over the crusty dusties and musties, okay? Just keep your shit moving. And I mean, a lot of the time too, like these people circle back around, especially when you start moving back on. And that's what I was saying though, is like you guys literally will like see that happening and be like, okay, yeah, no, I'm not really interested in you anymore. Like I'm already kind of over it. Like that's when people start catching up, is when you're like, yeah, I'm fucking over it. But that's good, because it means that you're waiting for that right person, you know, to come around. So yes, my beautiful baby bimbos, these are the messages that I got for y'all today. I love you all so fucking much from the bottom of my titty heart. Let me know what y'all thought about this much faster paced reading, me kind of starting off with the messages. And yes, let me know if everything resonated. I'm praying that this brought you some clarity, and I'll see y'all very soon, okay? Goodbye. Alrighty, hello to those of you who chose pile number 4. Let's get right into it, shall we? Alrighty, so right off the bat, okay, this pile, I also heard ass, because like all these pictures, like that one song's like ass, you know, because literally all these fucking pictures have to do with ass. And the moral of the story is that today I've learned my baby bimbos not only have really nice asses, but also have very addictive personalities. A lot of people want like a piece of that, okay? I'm getting this pile in particular. You might have a very high sex drive, especially because this one, she's literally like fiending after like people in this. Like the person at the bottom is like literally going after all these people. And then not just that, but like look at this fucking card. She's literally riding the moon. Like I just feel like this pile in particular has a very high sex drive, like no joke. And if you don't, then I feel like you maybe haven't met the right person yet to have that high of a sex drive, which is kind of building off of the last pile. But I feel like overall, you guys like you're not afraid to like seek sex out, okay? So this pile again might be one of more of my switchy bitches pile, or you guys might lean more towards the dominant side. But you guys overall are very, very, very fucking good at riding in the bedroom. I feel like people really, really love to see you ride. I feel like you are a super freak. Like there's a lot of kinky nature in this reading. So if you're not like that kinky, I feel like this might not be the pile for you. Like the other ones might be a little bit more your speed, but this pile in particular is very, very, very kinky, okay? There's a lot to do here. I'm also seeing smoke and like a pipe, so you guys might like to get stoned or get high or like smoke cigarettes after sex, like just kind of something to do with like smoke. There's smoke here too, so this could be my 420 pile. But there's also like swamps here, so you guys could be into like doing it in like very, I don't know, like just getting down and dirty, you know? Like you might like to do it like out in nature too, or like in swampy areas, which is definitely not going to be for everybody, because I know that's not highly likely, but more so like just the nature of it. You really, really like to get down and dirty. You might like to role play a lot or fantasize that you're like in a lot of different scenarios. What's coming to my mind too for some reason is like the Shape of Water and like H.P. Lovecraft, and how he literally made the Shape of Water because he watched, or he made like a movie way back when or whatever, and he couldn't have the monster like fuck the human, and he was really, really disappointed with that, and so he made what?
It's not H.P. Lovecraft.
Who is it?
It's Guillermo del
Toro?
Something like that, yeah.
Okay, yeah. He's the one who made Shape of Water, though?
Yeah,
okay, yeah.
H.P. Lovecraft. It's 1800s, baby.
But yeah, Guillermo del Toro, whatever the fuck, he's the one that like wanted the monster to like fuck the human, and so that's what he did in like Shape of Water, because it wasn't done like previously in one of his like favorite movies, or a movie that he made like way back when, okay? But anyways, so that could be like your vibe. Like you could definitely be into like monster porn or like creature features, or just like I'm also seeing like hentai overall. So like if you're like not into monster porn, you're like not into that, you're just into like fantasies kind of. I'm also seeing like Genshin Impact because I just started playing that. But you might be into like a lot of like fantasies and like hentai and playing out like tentacle porn, like just kind of fun shit like that, which I love this pile, honestly. The kinkier the better for me. It definitely rings well with me. But not just that, I feel like this is something that you don't really like share with a lot of people. Like, are you very kinky? Yes. Do you like a lot of these things? Yes. But it's not like you're very like upfront about it, and I feel like you wouldn't expect it just by looking at you, like that you would be into this kind of shit either. Wow, let me look at this one in more depth. I feel as though a lot of people are very possessive of your energy. A lot of people like want to keep you like kind of all to themselves, and a lot of people fantasize about you, think about you like when you're not around. Yeah, because this woman is like grabbing this person's crotch like without him expecting it. So again, you might be like a big initiator of the sex. Even if you're not like a switch or a dom, you might just like to initiate because you are a kinky, frisky, horny little bitch, and that's fine. That's definitely the vibe of this pile. Because I keep seeing some like from How to Build a Sex Room on Netflix, which, number one, highly recommend that show. It's so fucking fun just to watch. That was actually like one of the first shows that me and my boyfriend ever watched together, which sounds a little bit strange, but I think it's fine. Like, especially with me, I'm the fucking dick witch, of course I'm gonna watch How to Build a Sex Room. But anyways, there's this girl on there, and she's like, they say that she's compared to like a horny teenage boy because like that's her sex drive, is like it's so powerful and it's so strong. She just wants it like all the fucking time, and she's not afraid to go and get it. And that's kind of the vibe of this pile, is that like you guys like horny little bitches and you're not afraid to go and fucking get it, okay? And again, you might be into like some really kinky kind of stuff. Sex also could feel very like freeing and very like cleansing of your energy. Like whenever after you're done with sex, it's like a huge sigh of relief. Like after, obviously, whenever you orgasm, you know, like it's kind of just like it's like a killer almost. Like for me, I'm always so fucking drained. I just like need to just lay and have a moment to myself, a moment of silence, everybody, just for me to recuperate my energy.
Oh my god, that's so bad, Spirit. That's really fucking funny, a moment of silence. But yeah, like that's definitely the vibe for this pile, is like you guys like not only like wear people out, but like you get worn out. Like this is a very like exercising, full body experience I'm hearing, and y'all are definitely kinky as fuck. Okay, so fucking cute. Let me look at this card a little bit closer as well. Oh my god, this one's beautiful. This is the Death card. Okay, and it literally looks like there's tentacles in this one too. You see those like at the bottom? So again, you could be really into like tentacle porn. She has a tail in this too, so you could like wearing tails as well. Obviously, you guys take whatever resonates, leave whatever doesn't. This is not a personal reading. This is a general reading. So there's a lot of different energies that are coming in here, but it feels like, yeah, like you literally, because I didn't even realize that this was a fucking death card, and I literally said like, you guys get killed, like after, not even like in a bad sense, but just like drained of like your energy. It's such like a high of emotion, and then it's like, oh, like there's a big emphasis on the cool down. You might not let people to like stick around for very long after you have sex either, or because there's like throat chakra blockages there too. So speaking your truth, speaking your mind, yeah, that could be the thing too with like the Queen of Air that I was kind of picking up on, was like you guys literally like you don't look like the type of person that would be into all of this. And so that could be like your biggest thing, and like finding a partner that like shares a lot of these commonalities. Because guess what, bitches, there's a lot of people out there that are into like hentai, that are into monster porn, that are into tentacle porn. Like they literally make dildos that are tentacles. They have dildos that lay alien eggs too, if you guys are into that kind of stuff, which I think that's so interesting. I don't know that I would necessarily be into that. I guess don't knock it till you try it, but I don't know. I'm so like weird about putting things up into my vagina, up into my vulva, because I never know how it's going to affect it. But essentially, like with the alien dildos, it's like a gelatin mold for like an egg that you like make the egg, and then you insert it into the dildo, and then your partner or yourself like inserts the dildo into yourself, and then you can push it up through the dildo and into your body. So it's kind of like impregnation or like breeding. You guys could have a breeding kink. That's also a big thing. Wanting to be like breeded or bred, or using your body just to be like bred basically. That could be something that you guys are into as well. Yeah, I'm just mentioning like a lot of kinkier stuff, because a lot of the times like people are like this kinky, but they just don't know about it until they like start watching those things. Like for the longest time I thought that I wasn't into hentai, but in reality I was just watching like all of the wrong shit. Like all of it just wasn't like what was my taste, my cup of tea, you know? And then I like really started to find some hentais, and I was like, this makes a lot more sense. And actually, this is a fun fact to you guys, a lot more demisexuals are into hentai because of the storyline, because it's so much more convincing than watching like regular porn. Like I really can, obviously I can get off to like porn, you know, but definitely like now looking back at it, like it just looks so fake sometimes that it's like really like I can't get off to it. If it looks like the people aren't really enjoying it, like if they're like, oh yeah, it's like, are you really enjoying that, or are you just saying that you are enjoying that? Like are you actually enjoying that, or are you just doing this to make the money? Which a lot of the time, you know, we all gotta get the coin somehow, but still like I don't know, I just like the people to enjoy it, you know? I want them to have fun, and if I can see that they're not having fun, then oh my god, Ariana Grande is one of yours. Okay, yeah, and then Marilyn Monroe. So these are your two celebrity cards. Let's see. Very beautiful voice, angelic aura, petite itty bitty titty committee. Yeah, so you guys could be itty bitty titty committee. Oh my god, secretly very kinky, which is exactly what I've been talking about this whole fucking time. I love when the cards align. That's so perfect. Cat ears is here as well. Bodysuits and teddy lingerie. Yeah, so you could be into wearing cat suits. I didn't even mean to say cat suits. You could be into wearing cat suits in the bedroom. There we go. But it could also be just little kitty ears here and there. I feel like your voice is very beautiful. So like the way that you like moan, the way that you say the person's name, the way that you dirty talk is very hot as well. Yeah, and you might be very petite also, or be part of the itty bitty titty committee. Doesn't have to be. I know I'm part of the itty bitty titty committee. Shout out. With Marilyn Monroe, we have sultry, mysterious, soft-spoken, curvy, expressive. Yeah, so you could have like a very like ethereal kind of like angelic voice to yourself, where it's very breathy and light and airy whenever you're in the bedroom. Like it's very like kind of vibes, you know, like just sighing. And curvy is here, so that's really interesting because we have petite and curvy. So you could be like short and have like a nice curvy body. You could be short and slim, kind of more like Ariana's body, but it feels like you could be like a mix between the both. So you could have like a really nice ass, like I was talking about before, itty bitty titty committee, and be like short. We also have expressive here, so I feel like your facial expressions, again, because I was literally mentioning how like sometimes in like porn, like that shit looks so fucking fake. Like that's how you can tell that people aren't into it, is because like their face just like does not align with like what they're doing, you know, like it just doesn't look very good. And I feel like your expressions are like on fucking point. Like people can really tell when you're into it, when you're not into it, and it's just beautiful. With diamonds are a girl's best friend also, I definitely get the vibes that like you guys are very luxurious, and like in order to win your heart you have to do the most, right? Like you literally have to treat yourself like a fucking queen, just like how, like, you know, these other people are better be fucking treating you like a queen as well. Wow, this was a crazy pile. I did not expect to get these messages, honestly. That's really fucking, this is wild. I love it though. Okay, we have play with me a little. Yeah, so I feel like honestly, like what came to my mind with this was like, you know, a little bit of like the messing around. Like you're very feisty. I'm getting, you might have this very feisty spirit about yourself. Like people know that you're very sexy, and I feel like you know that you're very sexy too, and that just makes you that much more confident, which makes you that much more sexy. Like people just find you very appealing and attractive. I can't stop thinking about you. Yes. And again, with the possessive energy, I'm getting like a lot of people are possessive of you, of your body, like of just, yeah, like you overall. Like a lot of people, once they sleep with you, don't want anybody else to sleep with you, or don't want anybody else to get to it, you know? We also have Netflix and chill, and you're going to want to cool off after this one. Fucking exactly what the fuck I was saying. Was that not? Like literally you guys are like worn the fuck out. Where did the card go? Right here. Worn the fuck out after you guys have sex, because it's such like a physical activity for you and the person involved. And I feel like that's why a lot of people like really like your body. Like they really love to be around you because you're such like a force of nature in the bedroom. Like you literally like wear people the fuck out. I just love it. Okay, we also have Netflix and chill here, so couch sex. Yeah, so you might like to get off on the couch. You might like to just do a little bit of Netflix and chill. That might be your go-to. Yeah, you could Netflix and chill with like a lot of people. Again, this could be my pile. That's, I feel like definitely you could be demisexual, but I'm leaning more towards like you're not, because it's just like you're so, there's such like a horny energy here, like so much like to do with seeking out sex. There's like all about initiation and seeking out sex and like literally riding the fucking world. So that means that like you're riding around the world. Like what's the fucking Mr. Worldwide? Mr. Worldwide, what does he say? Oh my fucking god, where he's like, touchdown everywhere. Like that's the line that's coming to my head. It's like you literally like touch down everywhere. Like everybody's got your attention. Everybody, you know, wants a piece of that D or P or whatever in between. Forced divine timing. Yeah, so I feel like a lot of people, because of their possessive nature, are like trying to run into you, are like trying to catch you out in public, trying to get your attention, your energy. Oh my god, finally somebody told me what this stone is, literally right as I opened up my phone. And that's so funny because it's this pile, it's opalite. Wow. And that makes so much sense because it literally looks like opal. Like it has like those different colors in it. Wow. Magic. That was magical. Okay, but I'm going to go on ahead and shuffle Love Radio Volume 2 and see what messages come up for y'all today, okay? We have I'm So Tired by Love featuring Troye Sivan. Yeah. Yes, I'm so tired of love songs, tired of love songs, tired of love songs, tired of love. It's exactly like Strangers killing my lonely nights with strangers. Yeah, and when they leave, I go back to our song, but I hold on. Exactly. Like, it's just kind of like you might be filling your time with like a lot of strangers and a lot of people that like have slept with you, like could even be like filling up their time a lot with different strangers, if that resonates more and you're more like on the demisexual side. Because, well, either or, like, I feel like a lot of the people, whoever's watching this, a lot of your people that you've slept with in the past, like, it doesn't matter who they sleep with now, they always kind of like go back to you, like, because it says I go back to our song. It's like they go back to like the memories and the times that they have with you. Oh my god, I just got such a bad visual, but they literally could be like thinking about you as they're fucking other people too, like that. That literally, okay, gross vibes. But let's go on ahead and get one more message. Quietly Yours by Birdie. That's really interesting. Yeah. Can you feel it? Just the same as before. Many years have gone by. That's really interesting. So there could be somebody that's like trying to like come back in here too. This could be like a little bit of a side message, because I know that we're mainly focusing on my beautiful baby bimbos today, obviously, as this reading is all about y'all. But there's definitely a side message here that's like, there could be somebody that like literally cannot stop thinking about you. And I feel like, especially with the quietly yours, like how I said that people literally could be fucking other people and thinking about you, that's like the message of this, is like they're still quietly yours. Like they still think about you and like fantasize about you. Like just because they're physically doing something with somebody else doesn't mean that they're not mentally picturing and thinking about you and thinking about doing that kind of stuff to you. Ooh, oh my god, called out. But yeah, so there's a lot of people that like will be trying to catch you out in public, trying to run into you, like seeing your story and like swiping up on those and just like trying to talk to you. Like there's a lot of people that will still want to get your attention, especially after you sleep with them. So it's really good to be doing cord cutting, to be cleansing your energy of these individuals, because yes, bitch, like obviously these motherfuckers, like they're out of your life for a reason. Like you keep your shit moving. I feel like you're glowing, you're glistening, like you're literally this goddess right now. And these motherfuckers, like goddess, god, sorry, anybody in between, these motherfuckers just like can't even catch up to you. Like you're literally riding the world right now. And yes, final and last note, also, I know I mentioned this at the beginning, and I'm gonna mention this at the end too, but you guys are definitely pros at riding it in the bedroom. So backwards, forwards, doesn't fucking matter. 365 degrees. Like you guys literally ride it so fucking well. Definitely has people coming back for more. And again, it doesn't even have to be like the feminines. Like it can even be like masculines. Like the way that you like fuck people, penetrate people, like does not matter. Like it's so attractive and it's so fucking hot, and it leaves people wanting more and more and more and more. So yes, my beautiful baby bimbos, these are the messages that I got for y'all today. I love y'all so fucking much from the bottom of my titty heart. I'm praying this brought you some clarity, and I'll see y'all very soon, okay? Bye. Alrighty, last but certainly not least, my beautiful pile number 5. If you chose this opalite, this is going to be your reading, okay? And literally right off the bat, I'm picking up that you bitches know what the fuck you want in the bedroom, okay? Because you have done the work. You have explored your body. You continuously explore your body, which I feel like is really important, because some people will like explore their body, like know what they kind of are into, and then they'll stop, okay? But like our bodies are always changing. As we grow, they're always changing, they're always evolving. There's different new things that we might be interested in and trying, and I feel like you guys are really open to that, and you try a lot of this like by yourself. Like this bitch is like playing her own flute, you know? Like that's definitely the vibe, is you guys do a lot of the research by yourself, but then yeah, because there's a huge emphasis on like solo time here. Like you guys aren't afraid to rise solo, I'm riding solo. But you guys like literally are not afraid to like try things by yourself and like know where to go for yourself, which is really fucking important, because it only helps out your partners that much more in the future. Like look at how many alone cards we have in this, which like is so different. Like even this one, the mirror, is like this woman, but she's like by herself, like looking at herself in like all of these different mirrors. And this one, it looks like it's kind of like the same person, like in all these different angles. And so again, I feel like for this group especially, You guys can hit it from a lot of different angles. I feel like you can play a lot of different parts is what I'm hearing. You can play a lot of different characters. You're kind of like a shapeshifter in the bedroom. So like one day you might come in as a maid. The next day you might come in as yourself. The next day you might come in as Sally Jenkins from the basement, like kind of vibes. Like I don't even know what the fuck that's from, but basically like you guys like literally can just shapeshift. Like you know what you like, you know what you're into, and you know how to like adapt and make the situation your own. I feel like there's a lot to do with like fantasizing. You could even have a doctor fantasy because there's 2 cards about like doctors here. So you guys could like playing doctor, you could like dressing up or having somebody else be doctor. You could like latex gloves in the bedroom, or yeah, like I'm seeing this scenario. You guys, you know what I think would be like a really, really good porn? I don't know if this actually exists out there, but like a gynecologist, like pretending to like go to the gynecologist, and then it turns out it's like, oh my god, you're not my gyno, you're just some random or like, you know, you are my gyno, but you're still doing scandalous things, like, oh my god, stop, you know, kind of vibes. That might be like a really good porn. So if you guys want to get on that, like, make it, come on, let's go. I'm kidding. But especially with the chariot here, like this group also, I feel like a lot of people are into filming. A lot of people like want to see you, or like want like proof that they like slept with you because they can't believe it and their friends can't fucking believe it. Like that's what I'm getting. And because you guys are just so fucking good. Let me get a closer look at this card too. Oh my gosh. Okay, so like see how this girl is like wearing this like semi-Victorian dress. There's like a guy kind of behind her that's like chasing her. This could definitely be the vibes for you too, where like you like to dress up, dress up. There's a huge emphasis on dressing up in this pile, especially with the doctors, the nurse kind of outfits. Like this black latex bodysuit that's only like at the top. This could definitely be your vibe. You could definitely like to dress up, like Victorian style. You could like a lot of corsets, a lot of dresses where you have to pull up all of the layers to kind of be like fucked, you know, that kind of vibe. But I love this card too. This is so gorgeous. I'll give you guys a little glimpse. Look at that. Isn't that just stunning? Like, this card really just shows to me, like, it's like setting the scene. I feel like okay, see here, there's like a film strip too. So you could literally like have watched a lot of porn, like got a lot of ideas on what to do from porn, but not just that, like you really like to set the scene. So you might like to set up your bedroom. I'm seeing mood lighting. I'm seeing moonlight. I'm hearing Kitty in the background. But you guys are definitely like into setting the scene, into dressing up, getting a little bit frisky. And if you guys haven't dressed up in the bedroom before, or like you don't have a partner yet to dress up in the bedroom, do it for yourself. Because especially with this pile, I'm getting like you guys are so good at riding solo too. You guys might be very good at riding as well. But literally like I feel as though you guys could just start doing this kind of by yourself, you know? And the more that you start doing it by yourself, like the more that you start buying costumes, dressing up, because you don't need a fucking excuse to dress up. Like I dress up every single fucking day. I treat every day like it's Halloween, you know? I have fun with life. And I feel like that's the vibe for this pile. It's just like having some fun, you know? This woman is like completely submerged in water too. So this pile definitely loves to get wet. I feel like you guys love to have fun. This one is a really interesting card as well. Psst, 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 psst. Come here, baby. Psst, psst, psst. Come here. Psst, psst, psst. Come here. Yeah. Hi, baby. You guys could be like attention whores too, just like me, especially with the star card, like, and Ghost just like crying in the background for my attention. That's definitely like the vibes here. I feel like you guys could definitely be into like a lot of attention, and that could be like in and out of the bedroom. Like it doesn't even have to necessarily be in the bedroom. I'm getting like you guys could be influencers, kind of built for like the star life, which if you're definitely attracted to that, be sure to go check out my previous reading, which is all about how to level up, how to achieve more success, more stardom in your life, how to channel more of that energy, because we definitely have some stars out there, some badass bitches, and more of you need to be seen and need to be heard. And I feel like a lot of you like to put yourselves out there. What are you eating? Are you eating a leaf? No! Oh my god, did you really just eat a leaf? Ghost, that's so gross, baby. He just ate a leaf. Okay. Oh my god. But anyways, y'all bitches are literally stars. Like that's why I feel like a lot of people want to film you. It doesn't even have to be like sexually though. I feel like a lot of people just want to like take pictures of you or film you in general. A lot of people might be hitting you up for modeling jobs, which obviously, please be fucking careful with those modeling jobs. I have dealt with so many men especially in the past, that claim themselves to be photographers, and I'm putting that in quotation marks because a lot of the time, like, these photographers will want you to do nudes for them, and it's like, bitch, I didn't sign up for this. I signed up for a little photography session, you know. And obviously if you're like okay with doing nudes, then like that might be like your thing, like you might want to start like an OnlyFans or like some kind of stuff like that. Really put yourself out there, go for it, bitches. But obviously please be fucking careful with these crusty ass photographers, because I always say, like, if somebody's gonna see my titties, okay, number one, a lot of people have seen my titties in this lifetime, but like if somebody's gonna see like my ass, like my other business, if they want to take naked pictures of me, they have to be like a well-renowned photographer. Like, I'm not gonna just let anybody and everybody see this kind of business, you know. Like, obviously I want to put myself out there, but I can do it like without having to completely reveal my body. Like, that's part of the fun, is like kind of leaving people guessing a little bit, you know. But obviously some of you guys might be into fully revealing that shit, putting that shit out there. By all means, go for it. But yeah, y'all are definitely a shapeshifter. You guys definitely like to play different roles in the bedroom. Have some scandal here too. Like, a lot of the people too that you sleep with, you might be better at sex than them. Like, that's what I'm getting for sure. Like, a lot of the people in the past, because see how she's like kind of above this guy, like in relativity of like this picture. I feel like this kind of you guys is like, you've done so much work on yourself and with yourself that it's only like kind of pushing you further or beyond a lot of people that are in like your inner circle. And so it might be good for you to start kind of expanding or broadening your horizons, because there's a lot of people out there that definitely want a taste of you. Okay, whew, I just went on a very long-winded rant there. But essentially you're doing a really, really good job of like figuring out what you want in the bedroom. But I feel like you could bring that to the next level by dressing up for yourself, by like setting the scene more for yourself. So then when you bring a partner in there, it's like, wham bam, thank you ma'am, there we go. Even more fun. Okay, for your celebrity figures, you have Sofia Vergara and Pamela Anderson. Good mix. Fun fact, you guys, I was actually going to be Pamela Anderson for Halloween this year, but number one, was too lazy to get the costume. Number two, my celebrity crush, Megan Fox, dressed up as Pamela Anderson. Isn't that fucking hilarious? I just feel like, yeah, body B, so meant to be. Okay. We have Firecracker though. Funny, animal print, eyes, and sexy. I feel like you're definitely seduce people like with your eyes. You have very mesmerizing eyes. You're super fucking funny. You're definitely a firecracker who knows how to like speak your mind, speak your truth. And with the firecracker here too, it's kind of like hard to contain you, you know, like especially whenever people like get turned on by you, it's like really hard for them to contain that, because you're just so like, but also they kind of want to, because you're so feisty and so fiery, like they don't know if you're going to reciprocate those feelings. Like, you're just such a fucking hot bitch, you know, obviously. Yeah, you're super confident, you're witty, you snap back, okay? And that's another reason why it's super intimidating to talk to you, because you're super fucking sexy and confident. And you snap back. You're not afraid to be a bit of a firecracker at times, or a bit of somebody that's a little bit more fiery, feisty kind of energy, which is so hot, you know? Oh my god, that's the reason why like I love Sofia Vergara, is because she's just such a fucking firecracker. Like, same thing with Pamela Anderson. Like, both of them in interviews, you can obviously like maybe go watch some of their interviews after this. Number one, they're so fucking entertaining. But number two, like both of them like aren't afraid to like call people the fuck out. Like, I'm also seeing Lady Gaga, and what was she doing? Somebody was interviewing her, and like she was giving like the harshest responses. Like, literally it was like all about her love life, and she's like, you know, if I was a man sitting here, it would be all sex, drugs, and rock and roll, but because I'm a woman, you want to talk about like my love life. And she's like, that's not what I'm fucking here to talk about. I'm here to talk about my music, which I've been working really fucking hard on. And that's definitely like the vibe of this pile, is like, you guys are a firecracker, you're super fucking intimidating, and you know what you're you're here for, and if you don't get that, then this person's gone, like literally, because you've done so much work on yourself, you've done so much, and that's like physical work on yourself, but also like masturbation wise, like you've done a lot of that, like self-discovery, beautiful self-discovery, and a lot more people need to emanate that and try that. Number one, be just like you. But number two, like, a lot of people need to respect that you know what the fuck you like, you know? And that you know what you don't like. And, yeah, because I'm literally thinking about this time, too, that I, like, stopped seeing somebody because, like, he was, like, submissive and had a foot fetish. And I always bring this up because this is such a telling story, and he was like super fucking offended because of those reasons, because that's the reason why I chose to break up with him. But it's like, buddy, like, how the fuck do you expect us to work together? We're like this, subs are like this, we don't know who's going to initiate. That's the biggest issue that I had too with like sleeping with women in the past, is like none of them know like who's initiating, like none of us know which move to make next, and so it just makes sex really awkward and like not fun when it should be fun and it should be scandalous. And you know, every single first time that you have with a person is going to be a little bit awkward, it's going to be a little bit tense and kind of like strange at some parts, you know, potentially. Doesn't always happen like that, but a good chunk of the time, you know. But beyond that, I feel like you know what the fuck you want, and so that's definitely, you should stick to your guns, because especially if you're not vibing with somebody, fuck it up, you know? Goodbye. Just relax, baby. Let me take the lead. Yes, exactly. So you might be looking for somebody to like kind of take the lead, take over. And so that might really resonate with you, where like, you might be like, yeah, I totally understand why you would break up with somebody because they're a sub, you know? Because if subs, like, they just don't really mix. Plus he had a foot fetish and I'm not into feet. I do not judge, you know? If you're into feet, like, fuck it up, bitch. Like, get some feet, have some fun foot massages, and like really get into it. Yeah, like suck on some toes, who gives a fuck? But but like I'm not into that, you know? And so it's really hard for me to like pull myself to do those kinks when I'm not into that. And that's kind of the vibe that I'm getting from this too, is like, you know what you want, and so if somebody is kind of like misaligning with you when it comes to the kinks, don't feel like you have to force it. Don't feel like you have to do it, or like do something to like live up to somebody's expectations or whatever the fuck when it comes to the bedroom. Like, fuck it up. Like, if you're not into it, you're not into it, and keep it moving, okay? Your skin is as soft as a rose. Yes, people are definitely into your super smooth skin. Nos besamos pero somos homie. Yes, Linda by Rosalia. It's exactly like, you might even be into more of like the sleeping around too, if you're not vibing with this pile. I didn't really get like specifically demisexual or specifically like sleeping around, but this card does talk about like, it doesn't, like, we kiss but we're just homies. Like, that's what that literally says. And so that could be the vibe. Like, you could be again into like sleeping around, but I'm getting more like, yeah, like you might experiment with your friends sometimes too. That could be a thing, but a lot of it has to do with like just you yourself, like flying solo and like being your own friend in the bedroom and like literally loving up on yourself, essentially. You're my little slut. Yes. And choke on this dick / choking. Okay, yeah, so you could be really into choking in the bedroom. You could be really good at choking. You could definitely like to be a little slut. Yeah. You like it when I fuck you like you're nothing but a slut. So that could be your vibe too, where you just like letting somebody completely like take the lead. Exactly, yeah, take the lead, duh. Literally says that before. But just like kind of leaning back, like letting somebody else take charge. Like, because in the past too, you could have had to do like a lot of the work in the bedroom, you know, because you know what you like. But again, those people just haven't really been on your level. Like, you want somebody that equally kind of has discovered themselves, know what they want in the bedroom, so they can really fucking take charge and just have a fun ass time with you, okay? Let's go on ahead and move into Love Radio featuring me, the Dick Witch Bitch. I'm going to shuffle the messages and see what songs come up for y'all today. Get Free by Major Lazer, that was hard, and Amber Kaufman, okay? Yeah, so this song is like, it's literally telling me that like, you are such a free spirit, you're such a shapeshifter, you know, again, what you like in the bedroom, you know how to have fun, you know how to play a lot of different parts in the bedroom, and you're not afraid to be free, to just kind of like release yourself, because even in the beginning of this, like, she kind of like just like screams, like, not like scream, but like sings a little bit, and so that's just telling me like, you're not afraid to like let loose, you're not afraid to like make some sound, you know, because people know that you're having fucking sex, might as well Might as well make them know that you're having really good fucking sex, you know? Yeah, got the neighbors yelling earthquake. That's what I just heard. Let's get one more message for you guys, and then we'll call it good for today. She's so high. That's really fucking funny. By 𝙁𝙁𝘾𝙆. Yeah, a lot of people, like, definitely see you as, like, this celebrity, this movie star. Like, people really, really are attracted to your energy. And again, because I literally mentioned that with the star, too. Like, and this one has, like, a movie thing in it. You guys could be into acting or want to get into acting. Influencing. Doesn't fucking matter. Like, I feel as though, yeah, this pile in particular just knows what the fuck that you got going on. And I feel like a lot of people are intimidated by your nature. And I was talking about that too with the firecracker kind of confident energy too. And with the animal print too, I totally forgot to mention, you guys could be into wearing animal print, which I think she is. Oh, that's just polka dots. Oh wow, that's very graphic. It's a very graphic picture. That's really funny. But yes, people overall just feel like you're kind of above and beyond anything that they've ever comprehended in the bedroom. And so don't be afraid to accept exactly what you deserve in the bedroom. So if somebody is a sub, you're not into that, fuck them. Do whatever. If somebody's into, like, feet, you're not into feet, you know, yeah, because longevity, like, long-term wise, like, that's not somebody that you would want to be sleeping with for the rest of your life. Like, you have to be thinking about your future and the rest of your life and what you want in the bedroom, which I know you've been doing a lot of really, really good work on, but it's just something to always keep in the back of your mind, because there's so many people out there that will try to make you feel bad for not wanting to sleep with somebody or not wanting to be with somebody because your kinks or your sexual innuendos don't align, you know? And I say to those people, go fuck yourself. Like, have fun with your bad sex life. You know, like, we're over here, we're baby bimbos. I'm the dick witch for a reason, because I'm leading people towards better sex lives, you know? And that's always going to be the vibe of this channel. I'm never going to be like, oh yeah, you know, give in to this person. You know, like, they just have a little bit of a foot fetish. Like, it's no big deal. Like, it's just a little bit. And it's like, no, bitch. Like, if that's not what you're into, like, clearly you're not fucking into that. And be gone, thought. Like, get over that shit, you know? You're a fucking star. You're a celebrity. You're going to be attracting a lot of fucking people in this lifetime because you're super, super, super fucking attractive. Okay, bitch? Woo, that's it. But I love you, baby bimbos, so fucking much from the bottom of my titty heart. I'm praying that this brought you some clarity. Let me know how y'all thought about this faster paced reading, plus me already having the messages kind of before we started. Yeah, leave it down in the comments, and I'm praying that this resonated. Jeez Louise, and I'll see y'all very, very soon, okay, little sluts? Mommy loves you. Goodbye.